That night began like any other, quiet, ordinary on the surface, but I already knew too much to pretend otherwise. For weeks, I'd sensed something was wrong with my wife, Jenna. Her sudden, late work meetings, the abrupt pauses in conversation when I entered a room, the way her phone now stayed face down on the table, it all built a picture I didn't want to face. I suspected she was with someone else, but I wasn't a man who acted on mere hunches. I needed proof, something undeniable. And when I got it, I decided I'd deal with it my own way, calmly, deliberately, and on my terms. A few days before that night, I'd installed small security cameras around the house, cleverly hidden. Nothing extravagant, just enough to show me what happened when I wasn't home. It didn't take long for the truth to surface. 2 nights later, as I watched the live feed on my phone, I saw her car parked in the driveway, and then a man's shadow slipped quietly through the side door. My stomach turned. She wasn't just betraying me. She was doing it in the house we built together. That was the moment something inside me simply stopped, not rage. Not heartbreak, just a hollow kind of finality. I didn't confront her right away. There were no shouting matches, no accusations. I wanted her to think I was oblivious, to give her all the rope she needed to hang herself. The next night, I told her I'd be working late and even packed an overnight bag for good measure. Instead of heading to work, I parked 2 blocks away and waited. The lights inside the house dimmed, and I sat in my car, oddly calm for a man about to witness his own marriage crumble. Around 10 p.m., a black sedan rolled up, headlights off. A man stepped out, hoodie pulled over his head, moving like someone who'd done this before. I couldn't help but smile grimly. I'd been expecting him. Earlier that day, I'd prepared something for them. Not violence, not vengeance in the physical sense. I wasn't going to break the law for someone who broke my trust, but I was going to shatter her illusion. I had connected the security cameras to a monitor placed in the living room, set to record automatically. I even printed out still images from their previous encounters, moments of intimacy frozen in time, and taped them across the living room walls. When the front door creaked open, I watched from outside as he stepped in with a confidence that made my skin crawl. "Jenna," he whispered. She appeared at the top of the stairs wearing the same silk robe I'd once gifted. "You're early," she said softly, trying to sound playful but trembling underneath. He grinned. "Couldn't wait." My jaw tightened, but I stayed composed. They moved together toward the living room, and then silence. I could see it in their faces through the window when they walked in. Confusion first, then horror. Every wall was covered in photographs of them together, each one time-stamped, undeniable. Then the TV screen flickered to life, showing a live camera feed of them standing there, trapped in their own deceit. The man spun around, panic flooding his face. "What the hell is this?" he stammered. Jenna gasped, her hand flying to her mouth. Then my voice echoed from the television, pre-recorded. "Welcome to my home," I'd said in the message. "Since you both seem so comfortable here, I thought I'd redecorate with a few of my favorite memories. You'll notice the cameras. I wanted to make sure you see yourselves clearly. Oh, and don't worry, this footage isn't just here. It's safely stored on multiple drives, one already in my lawyer's possession." Jenna went pale. The man's eyes darted to the door. That's when I pulled into the driveway and stepped inside. They froze like statues. "Don't stop on my account," I said evenly. "You were doing great." Jenna's lips trembled. "Tom, please, it's not what it looks like." I let out a bitter laugh. "You're right. It's worse." Her lover tried to speak up. "Listen, man, it's over between you two." "She told me—" I raised a hand. "Don't. You don't speak in my house." He puffed out his chest, trying to stand tall, but I didn't budge. My voice was steady when I said, "You've got 2 minutes to get out before I send this footage to your wife." His face drained of color. "Yeah," I added quietly. "She reached out to me when she started noticing something off. Turns out you're just as loyal to her as Jenna was to me." He didn't say another word. He bolted out the door without looking back. Jenna stood there shaking, tears streaming down her face. "Please," she whispered. "I can explain." I stared at her, my voice cold. "Explain what?" How you brought him here. How you smiled at me every night while lying through your teeth. She sobbed harder, reaching out, but I stepped back. You didn't just cheat, Jenna, I said quietly. You destroyed everything we built. I handed her an envelope, my lawyer's card inside, along with a note that read, "We're done." Then I walked out. She followed me into the driveway crying, calling my name, begging me to stop, but I didn't even glance back. Later that night, I sent all the footage to my lawyer, not to ruin her but to protect myself. Within weeks, the divorce was finalized. She tried apologizing again, claiming she didn't know what she was thinking. But I did. She was thinking only of herself. And that was something I could never fix. Months later, I still remember that night. The silence, the stillness, the way I didn't explode. Because in that moment, when I watched her lover sneak into our house, I didn't lose control. I took it back.